stuff. Look at somebody and say, I want to be free. I know I got to deal with that thorn in the flesh, but everything I'm dealing with ain't a thorn. I know there's some stuff I just got to go through, but everything I'm going through, I ain't got to go through. And I'm looking for a day where God will bring true deliverance. I'm not talking about where I'm shouting and faking. I'm talking about when I'm shouting because it's really gone. I'm not talking about I'm shouting before the breakthrough. I'm talking about I'm shouting because it's really over. I'm not shouting my way through. I'm shouting because it's done. I'm looking for the day that what I'm going through, God can bring me out of it. Listen. I came by to tell somebody there's a day of independence that got your name on it. Y'all help me preach. Look at somebody and say there's a day of independence that got your name on it. And tell them what I'm trying to tell you is there's a day that what you dealing with, you ain't gonna have to deal with it no more. I don't care if it's sickness, he gonna shut it down. I don't care if it's financial problem, he gonna shut it down. I don't care if it's being lied on, he's gonna shut it down. I don't care if it's walking lonely, he's gonna shut it down. Whatever you may be going through, there is a day of freedom. Moses declared, the enemy you see now, you will not see anymore. Moses declared. Now listen, that's a point that I didn't write down, but I need to let you know that you got to learn how to speak that thing. You got to learn how to declare some stuff. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. So listen, there's some stuff you going through that you got to learn how to say, I ain't going to be going through this always. Yeah, that's what the old people used to say. Trouble don't last always. Devil, you might come with something, but you're going to have to come with something else. Because this thing I'm going through, I just believe that the God I serve going to shut it down. You're going to have to get another route to get in my life because this road that you've been on getting ready to be shut down. I ain't crying over spoiled milk no more. I done shut it down. Y'all ain't helping me. I ain't crying over the fact he done walked out on me. I done shut it down. I wish I had something helping. I ain't crying no more about what somebody did me. He done shut it down. I'm not holding no tip on my shoulder about what you did to me. God done shut it down, baby. I'm walking in freedom. I'm walking in deliverance, and I ain't got time to be rolling my eyes at you. It been shut down. There is an enemy that will be shut down. Hear me. He says, today, the enemy you see now will be cut off. The enemy you see now, you will no longer see. Now listen, this was Moses. Moses declared this. Now listen, how can I declare my day of independence? Listen, I've discovered in my life, if I'm going to walk in the freedom that Moses walked in, there's several things I've got to do in order that I might experience my day of independence. Listen, I've discovered if I'm going to see this kind of day happen in my life, I've got to use spiritual weapons. Somebody shout spiritual weapons. Hear me? There are some enemies cannot die with carnal weapons. All carnal weapons do is make a move. There's some stuff you going through, all it's doing because you trying to work in the flesh. You ain't doing nothing but make it move from one place to the next. But if you start working with the spiritual weapons that God gave you, God will cut that enemy off. I came by to tell you, you can't do it on your own, but there's some strongholds in your life that the only way they can be broken is by using spiritual weapons. Second Corinthians chapter 10 says this, verse 4, for the weapons of our warfare, somebody shout our warfare, are not carnal, but they're mighty through God. Listen to this, to the pulling down of strongholds. Anybody tired of dealing with some strongholds? Anybody tired of dealing with some problems? You've been trying to stop some stuff. You've been trying to stop doing some stuff. You've been trying to stop saying some stuff. You've been trying to stop going some places, and you just keep marching around that mountain every year. Ain't gonna do it no more. Ain't gonna do it no more. Just keep on marching. Ain't gonna do it no more. Ain't gonna do it no more. Just keep on marching. But I came by to tell you, it is more than just waking up January 1st talking about I ain't gonna do it no more. If you're really gonna stop, you need some spiritual ammunition. You need spiritual power. Can I tell you that thing that you sick of? If you really trust the power of God, y'all ain't helping me. God can break every stronghold that exists in your life. I don't care if it's alcohol. I don't care if it's drugs. And listen, you know what? We used to talk about marijuana, but folk ain't smoking dope no more. Folk popping pills and everything else. So listen, I say drugs, any kind of drugs. I don't care what you're doing. Listen, if it's a lustful spirit, y'all know what lustful spirit. If you ain't sleeping with a man, or a woman, you're looking at him in a magazine or on a movie. I wish I had. I mean, a lustful spirit. Got books all up under your seat. If somebody with in your car, they'll fool around and find out you ain't got no word under your seat. I wish I had some help in this place. Yeah, Playboy and everything else up under your seat. But I came by to tell you, if you got a stronghold today, I don't care what your stronghold may be, you got to understand that there is a such thing as the power of the Holy Ghost. And if you ever tap into the power of the Holy Ghost, every stronghold in your life has to be broken. You ain't got to look down. I'm talking to you. Whatever you going through, the power of God can break it. If you really want to be free, tap into the power of the Holy Ghost. Can I tell you, it can whip every enemy that's in your life. Can I tell you, if you're depressed, if you get the Holy Ghost, it'll give you joy. Oh, see, y'all ain't, yeah. I say if you're depressed, can I tell you, if you really start letting the Holy Ghost minister to you, it'll bring you joy. Can I tell you, if you're bound, whatever the devil got you bound in, if you listen to the Holy Ghost, it'll set you free. Can I tell you, if he has stolen your joy, if he has stolen your peace, if he has messed up your life, can I tell you, you can get your joy back, your peace back, and your life back if you just yield to the Holy Ghost. Hear me. Spiritual weapons are designed to break strongholds. Now listen, it is a great possibility that you can be a frequent visitor of the church.